today we have Paul Mirfin with us, who's a Yorkshireman true and true, and a real railway fanatic as well. But more importantly, I think for what we're about today is that you're a real musician as well. So Paul, welcome. And just tell us a little bit about where you've been and all that good stuff.
Yeah, well, I've been on the railway for about 20 years, just under 20 years. Uh, and I think last 5 years I started to write music, write songs, really felt inspired to just get back to my roots from when I was young a lot and playing in pubs and bars and cafeterias and things. And then a band came along. It just kind of naturally formed. We've been blessed with really good locally that are also good friends. So yeah, it's kind of took off from there really, which led to this, touring California and playing in South Africa and going to Slovenia to write songs and gig there. And yeah, we just it's been non-stop really for 5 years, as well as
Wow.
working on the railway. So yeah,
So I guess for you the lockdown was a nice little break, so you could
yeah,
catch your breath.
yeah. It was. Well, it was at the first we had quite a lot of events booked, which had to be kind of postponed. But it's all right. It all kind of started this year or next. But yeah, that a bit of time where we made a music video in between being able to go out and not going out. The paper said it was the first social distancing music video they'd ever seen. So,
Yeah.
but so that was good to video a new song. We also wrote a new song that's coming out, and then yeah. But in that time, I thought, well, give painting a go.
Hmm.
After watching Bob Ross every night at
Yes.
8 o'clock. And
And I think that there's kind of like a family resemblance between you and Bob Ross.
so it's far better looking. So just doing that, kind of found my own now, scenes and infrastructure, and yeah, I'm absolutely addicted to painting with oils now. So
Yes,
there you go.
fantastic.
Yeah.
How many have you done in the last few months or
Uh,
so, Paul?
I reckon at least, I don't know, 18, 17, 18.
Wow.
Yeah. So it doesn't, might not sound a lot, but it's quite a lot of work. Yeah.
And has that helped you sort of like getting getting past all the craziness that's been going on as well?
Yeah, it's been great. I highly recommend, turning off the BBC News, bro. Yeah. And yeah, just doing anything creative, release for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. And turning off any news for that matter, I think is important nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, just to, I don't know. It just seems so ridiculous that so much of it, and every headline seems as a dreary headline, and you just kind of you get a bit sick of it. So I think if you can just do anything creative, when I say creative, I mean what's creativity. So I mean for me it might be painting and playing the guitar, but for others it could be all sorts of things.
So
Also,
I'm thinking of taking up singing. What do you think?
I think uh, I'd suggest painting. I think you'd do a good job. Have you asked your wife?
Why? No, I'm just thinking, Paul, whether or not that sounds like an invitation to come join the band.
Oh yeah, come on.
uh, was that kind of like covers you out, but we'll
You are.
turn the mutes on you.
Yeah, I think I did. I did once give you give you a few pointers, didn't I, on the guitar? So
You did, yes. I've never been the same since.
yeah, yeah.
So just tell me about some of the painting that you've done in terms. So I know there's we were talking before, and you did this song Tidal Flow.
Yeah, so this, I thought, well, someone said to me, "Oh, I love your paintings. You'll be painting your next album cover." I was like, "No, I don't think so." You know, but so this tidal flow we wrote quite a while ago in Slovenia, and we got like the bare bones for it, and then we've managed to get in the studio, um, just like in between lockdowns, going in separately instead of together, which is interesting. And then we're really happy with it. But I had to go at the painting because I had a dream a few years ago, and I was like, there was an ocean, this really rough ocean, and then there was like a big keyhole in the sky. Really real dreams, you know, them dreams that you
Yeah.
just take you somewhere, you know. So um, the album covers the keyhole in with like clouds around it and the ocean at the bottom. Uh, and the song is roughly about what happens when you go through the keyhole. So you'll have to have a listen to it.
I will one time.
But yeah, but the dream, yeah, and where it led. But that dream really affected my life, and it just really, yeah, opened up creativity even more than before. So
Yeah, fantastic. No,
yeah,
because I obviously have seen the album cover.
yeah.
And we were saying the other day, you know, it reminded me of the way Turner used to paint.
All right, yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm happy with that.
yeah,
Let's just go straight to the top, shall we?
let's just forget all the rest.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think if I take that painting off your hands, so about 25 quid, and see how much I can get for it in a few years' time.
Yeah, yeah. It might be worth 30.
uh,
Yeah.
so um,
I think I've never had so many people want me dead since I've started painting.
well, as long as the wife's not one of those people, you'll be all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
and do you think that painting helped your sort of mental health, or
Oh, yeah, definitely. I
at
mean,
the time? Because I think when it all started for you, it was were you feeling a little low at the time, if I remember correctly?
yeah, yeah. I mean, some people know, but I just kind of, yeah, just really in a quite a bad place and just not going into it too deeply. But you know, just getting divorced and not seeing my kids regular as I'd want to, and
Yeah.
everything else, and me just starting to go out and compensating by with booze and just you know out all the time.
Hmm.
It just got to a spiral, you know, and I know my mum were like praying for me all the time, and
Yeah.
she used to come to the house, and she always looked a bit upset, you know. Um, but then when I actually started to change things round after like give me, you know, becoming a believer again and recommitting my life, she came around and said this, and she didn't know about that, but she said, "Oh, this house feels like a home now."
Oh,
She says, "Why is that?" So then I just told her everything that had happened, you know, about me coming to faith and
yes.
experiencing the helper that
Yes.
Christ talks about. Uh, as he said, you know, he'll send the helper, and I've actually met the helper. So,
Wow.
um, you know, and yeah. So, but yeah, it's you know, it's a real thing. You know, it's not a
Mm.
just a thing in a book. You know, it is a reality. So,
So it's you,
uh,
you talk as if it's a real person you've met along the way.
oh yeah, definitely, yeah,
Yeah,
more real than this conversation. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Well, that
yeah,
says a lot because we Zoom is a little bit unreal for me.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
In fact, I just need to check with you, Paul. Uh, am I getting dizzy or are you rocking back and forth, mate?
That's me rocking.
Ah,
It's the oils are sending me loopy.
but
Apparently,
so
apparently that was a thing.
what
Uh,
was?
you know, like for Van Gogh and people like that, there was actual a physical issue with all the metals and everything inside the paint.
Yes, yeah,
Uh, so there was a it could affect you. Yeah,
yeah. But so the first piece of for you for creativity and meeting the helper was
yeah,
around music, and that kind of shifted your life in a big way.
yeah, yeah. I think you know, I just sat on my bed and I didn't even pray. I just put my hands out in the air because I didn't want to. You know, I've prayed all my life, but I decided not to pray. I said I'm just going to just be silent and rest
Yeah,
because I thought there's a good chance my words get in the way or anything. So I just didn't, you know, didn't speak. And this peace that you know came and rested over me and changed everything. And I experienced quite a lot of things since then.
mm,
Um, and just like walking with the Holy Spirit, um,
yes,
it just changes everything, how you view everything. I think if you're going to meet uh, the helper, the creator, you know, and even if you just have I consider what happened to me, you know, a slight brush with it, it's just going to change your life forever.
yeah,
How
yeah,
you think, how you walk, how you breathe, it can't not, you know. Uh,
yes.
so that's the reality of it, and it's not just for the select few either.
No,
Because I
no,
think a lot of friends of mine will say, "Well, that's great for you, but not my that's not my case," you know.
yeah,
Um, but there's a time, I think. There's a time for every person. So if they're open to it, yeah.
yeah.
You can choose not to, obviously. Yeah.
So in terms of the music bit for you, the spiritual side of who you are
Mm.
is has been played a big part in your music.
Yeah.
And now that you've discovered the painting side of who you are,
Mm.
the Paul Bob Ross Mirfin side, is for you the helper or the Holy Spirit part of that as well?
Yeah. I mean, I literally, I have never painted in my whole life. And 6 months ago, I picked up a brush for the first time, apart from when I was at high school.
Yeah,
But you know, I didn't do much there. But I really I feel that I'm just it's given me that gift to be able to express things on canvas as well.
yes,
You know,
yeah,
um, and it's just I don't think too much about it. I just think, well, you know, let's just create something, and you know, I use a lot of bright colours
yeah,
and a lot of sky and a lot of movement in my paintings because I want to show the creation in how I see it when I'm at work or you know um, and just all glory of God, which obviously my paintings will never really show, but to me it's just showing something. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And do you think when you're painting, does your mood change, or what do you get from it while you're doing this sort of stuff?
Well, I said it's like the first time that I've literally left my cup of coffee before. I've never left a coffee in my life, but my wife will make me a cup of coffee and put it on the side, and
Yeah.
it's there 6 hours later, stone cold,
Wow.
untouched. Because I think with painting, uh, just like when you're writing songs, it just completely consumes everything
Yeah.
in a positive way.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
positive. Yeah.
Unless, of course, not just your tea's gone cold, but your dinner's gone cold as well.
Yeah. She says dinner's in dog. But
Ah,
she's equally as creative in all different forms, dance and
yeah.
things like that. So it's a good match.
And so one day you'll be singing, you'll be painting, and you'll be doing a ballet.
That's it. That's the plan. That's the ultimate plan.
And I think I'll look forward to the day then when you do this in True Note.
Yes. Yeah.
And for those people who don't know what True Note is, just give us a little flavor of what that is.
Well, it's a big event at the Royal Hall, and it's something that I really felt God put on my heart to do for community. And it's just about creativity. So there's dance, music, all sorts of things. And then we have local artists come and display all their art around the Royal Hall. And it's a show for 2 hours, usually
Yeah,
in October. Um, and the Royal Hall have been absolutely fantastic, really supportive, and really get involved. And I wanted it to be a free event because when I was young, it was really to afford to be able to take a family to the theatre was a big thing. So
mm,
I wanted everyone to be able to come.
yeah. And just to say what this is, the Royal Hall in Harrogate, which is kind of like one of the poshest places to to show things off.
Oh, it's posh, yeah.
It is posh. And you saying to me you've done this True Note, I think it's a couple of times now.
So we've done it three, yeah.
3 times now.
Yeah, done it 3 times. Yeah.
And you used to charge how much for the tickets?
0.
0.
Yeah.
And how much money did you lose in the process?
0.
0.
Yeah. And guess how much we made?
How much did you make?
0.
Well,
So, as far as an event's concerned, I think the fact that we didn't end up in any debt and the helper again,
yeah,
it was just obviously what it was meant to be, and that was that, and we came out walking completely in credit and everything that we'd done.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, so a miracle, really.
It sounds it, but to me, what is even more miraculous is you didn't quite give us all of it. You didn't end up with 0 or just 0. You actually put money into charities as well along the way.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. After we'd paid, and given to charity, and
Yeah.
which was great. Yeah. So it just all leveled out. It just yeah, double.
And so the plan is once we get past this point this year is to do it again.
I think so. Yeah. We've just been talking about it today.
All right.
We're just going to go and pray about it. You
Okay.
know, I think I could say yeah, and that would be just, you've got to be careful. It's not just us wanting to do it. It needs to
Mm.
be, you know, the right thing and His will. So we walk. That's very important. So because if we start to make it into something um, that it was never meant to be, or we kind of like, we just have to, we just have to pray about it, don't we? So
That's a really interesting way of putting it, because for me it's like, okay, well, if I done the show once and it was fine, and I done it twice, and then it's three times, well, we're on a roll. Why don't you just keep going? Because
yeah,
that obviously you've hit on something that works. But so you're saying, well,
yeah,
it's not quite as simple as that for you.
yeah, yeah. Just because it works, uh, it has worked. It's a new year, isn't it? It's a
Yeah,
new thing. So, um, what is the helper, as we've been saying? What is His will? Where's it wanting to be? Um, because we can learn the hard way about just doing things ourselves
yeah.
because we think something works. Uh, it's not necessarily the right direction, is it? So
Yeah.
yeah,
That
I've
that
always had every time I've done a true north, I've either had a vision, a dream, or I've seen something, or He showed me something to say yes.
right. And so for you, are you saying this is something you'd be, as you pray about the direction, or even to do this, you be
Yeah,
expecting some kind of something that confirms that this is the right
yeah,
direction and the right
yeah,
thing to do.
yeah, yeah.
And
Well, it's
so,
very close. Even when you don't feel it.
yeah.
Uh, I think you can. I think you could even be feeling so far away from anything spiritual,
Hmm,
but He'll still show you. It's not about us.
yeah.
Where guess what? It's not about us.
So the other thing to say is this, Paul, that if in the past you prayed about something and you felt, or you've had some sort of confirmation that this is the right thing to do, does that mean you have no doubts, or everything runs really smoothly from then
Yeah,
on?
yeah. I've had. I think the first two, no doubts,
Yeah.
um, but things do not run smoothly. No.
Okay.
But yeah, and it took a bit longer for the third one. But even though I'd had confirmation, you can even doubt, with that.
Yeah.
But then, no, I don't think it ever runs smoothly. But I think the things that really make the thing run, and they seem to work and just like flow. It's like being in being in that river that that's, I don't know, river of the spirit or whatever, in the
Yeah.
flow of it all.
Yeah.
Um, and you can just watch things happen, and then times difficult.
So I remember one of them when talking about things getting in the way of one. There was one story you had about um, a splinter
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
that could have been a little bit of a problem.
Where
Just
is it? Yeah.
just tell me about that again. Tell us
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, so it's things like it's not necessarily the events or the gigs or whatever. It's
Yeah.
what's around it that can suddenly things happen. And we were doing a concert, and plectrum on the floor. I went to pick it up, and the floor were really rugged and rough. And so when I went to pick it up, the splinter went right on my nail, right to the wick, right down. And it just got stuck there. And it true north. And so I went to doctors, and went to the nurse, and she gave me some things, and she said, try and get it out yourself, give me some tweezers and whatever. And so yeah, and it had to all grow back and heal, and really sensitive. And I was thinking, how am I going to play with this? I think it with this finger, so quite an important one. Well, they're all important for guitar. So yeah, and yeah, and it actually just healed just in time for True North.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's always something. Yeah.
so that's why I think it's amazing that things just don't fall into place. Kind of like it's not like there's no problems along the way, even though you hear what you hear and you believe what you believe. It doesn't insulate you from the problems. These
No, no.
things do happen.
I think you should probably expect more problems than than before you heard. So, yeah.
That might put some people off, but obviously not you, Paul.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah.
But I know, and I know because we before we started this, you showed me your secret weapon.
Oh, yeah. What was
Yes, and I just would like you to show us the real Paul Mirfin, who does all
that?
the
Will the
all the
real Paul
gigs.
Murphy?
Will the real
Well,
Paul Mirfin please stand up?
is he here? So this is this is Minnie Murph. So yeah. So it was knitted by a good friend of mine's daughter, and a really nice surprise. She just brought it into work one day and said, "My daughter's knitted this," and yeah. So it's been on its adventures round, been on the railway.
Yes,
Uh, so I've took him out for a shift, and he's enjoyed that. So yeah, he's a good lad. Yeah.
yeah,
It's quite a likeness, actually, isn't there?
it is. Yes. Well, I wouldn't like to say which one looks prettier, but
He's a lot softer, this one.
I don't believe that one.
Yeah.
He might be able to dance better, but that's a
Yeah,
different matter.
yeah. He's got some moves. Yeah.
So what's coming up in the near future in terms of the music and the
Yeah.
band, Paul? Just what's
Well,
happening?
this new song will be out shortly,
Yeah.
called Tidal. And uh, so we've got a narrative, we've got an actor who'll be he'll be doing a part, and then the next part of the band being filmed. And it's a guy called Dan Trumbull who filmed um, the video Nothing and the video Trust in the Silence.
Hmm.
So we know him really well, and it's really exciting. Can't wait to get it out there. So,
Wow.
and then we've got a big event, ticketed event at Starbeck Methodist on 9th of October.
Right.
So that'll be a good do. So
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, so it'd be nice to be actually back gigging.
Yes.
Yeah. So as I say, we have kept busy, but it's behind the scenes, in playing together, studio. So it'll be just nice to start playing in front of people again. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we look forward to all of that. And just remind me, what's the website that people can find you at?
We're on, well, it's paulmurfinband.com.
Right.
That's our website, and then we're on all like different social medias, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, we'd love for folks to just connect and or just chat to us and come and say hello. And yeah, it'd be great.
Great. Well, Paul, it's been good chatting with you, and I look forward to the day when you and Minnie May try and sell me a ticket on the railway.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, brilliant.
All right. Take care
Yeah,
for now, mate.
see you later. Ta-ra.